Yo, what is up, YouTube? Matt, naturally not huge here again. I'm in the car today, a little bit different, huh? But I just wanted to make a not too long of a video, just a quick video on some things that I've learned over the past couple months to a year. I'd say that's probably the time frame when most of this has occurred. But yeah, so just a couple things that I've learned and things that I just want to share with you guys because if I can help people out, obviously that's what I want to do. And these things I had to learn myself, and some things you still have to learn yourself. But if I can at least give you guys some advice, I would love to. So pretty much, yeah, I'm just gonna say a few things. First thing is, guys, and I can't stress this enough because I was a victim to this, and I hope that you really do take my word for this. Stop giving a damn what anybody thinks about you. The amount of people that I see and that I meet at the gym who I talk with and they're like, what if this happens because like somebody doesn't approve of, like what I want to do, or what if they think this about me? And I'm like, bro, do it anyway. Like, you're trying to impress people who are complete strangers to you, and you're putting your own self down for it, like if you have a dream that you want to achieve and you're worried about like what the crowd is going to think of you, bro, who cares? Like, most of them aren't even chasing their dreams. They're just happy living like an average life, sitting at home every day and, wishing things would change, but they don't actually do anything about it. Like, guys, it's going to be uncomfortable to change. That's the whole point of it. That's why nobody wants to do it, or very few people. I don't know what the percentage is now, but I know it used to be like top 1% of people, are like millionaires or whatever. I think it's like 5% now, but either way, think about it. 95% of people are not trying to be successful. And it makes it really easy nowadays to at least try. And the only way to fail is if you don't try. Like, you have to be persistent. And obviously my YouTube channel isn't the biggest yet. It will be. But, I'm not talking like Mr. Beast level 300 million subscribers, but a couple million, man, that's what I want. My goal is like, in the end goal, I want to like 5 million subscribers. That's a big goal right now, and that's very ambitious. But obviously, I'm going to set smaller milestones. Like right now, I need to hit 1,000, and I'm actually pretty close. So hopefully this video reaches a lot of people. But yeah, back to the point. Stop giving a damn what anybody thinks about you, because ultimately, if you fail, that person is not gonna, they're not gonna laugh at you. If you fail, just get back up. And that is just being strong in itself. You get back up after you fail and you try again, and this time you're stronger. So, if that makes sense. And you would think that a lot of this is like, some days you're gonna wake up and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it today. And then you're gonna sit down, and let's say that you were gonna record a video, and then you have the camera and everything set up, and then you're like, damn, like I'm nervous now. Bro, just hit record. Like, that's what I do. Like, the first video that I put out, I was nervous as hell, bro. But I just hit the record button, I just started talking, I just started yapping, and I posted it, and, people supported it. So you just have to do it. The only way to grow is to be uncomfortable, and the only way to succeed is to fail. You can't spell millionaire without a couple of L's, right? But yeah, on to the next point. You have to take risks. The amount of risks that I've taken the past, I don't know exactly, but the amount of risks I've taken in my life has led me to where I am today, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be. But if I never took any of those risks, I wouldn't even be where I am right now. So if you're ever doubting yourself and you feel like you're not making any progress, just look back to yourself a couple months ago. And I can guarantee you there's at least a little bit of progress. And, we can always improve. And like I said, the only way that you're ever going to improve is if you mess up. And everybody messes up. The best and most well-known people in the world, we've all made mistakes. Jeff Bezos, all these Hollywood actors, like, bro, everybody in the entire world has made mistakes. And the only thing that separates them from the people who are just living average lives is that they got back up and they tried and tried and tried until they succeeded. That is the only thing that separates them from the crowd. All of us are just, like, there's no comparison. Like, we're all humans, we're all people. The only thing is that some of us just choose not to give up. And like myself, and like I'm trying to tell you guys, do not ever give up. Whatever it is, obviously we're gonna have different goals, but it doesn't matter. The same concept applies. No matter what it is you want to do. If you want to be a doctor, like these big jobs, if you want to be like a contractor, a lawyer, whatever it is, man, do not freaking give up, and you'll make it there. I promise you will. Every time that you fail, you have to take it as a lesson. If you don't take it as a lesson and you take it as just a failure, that's when you're going to start getting down on yourself, and you're going to start doubting yourself and be like, like, I messed up, so maybe I should do something else. No, bro, because no matter what you try, you're going to mess up, especially if it's something new. So you ideally, like, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, just like set your vision on that, and then that's going to help you to just, it's kind of hard to explain. You have to set your end goal, obviously. Like, you need to know in your head, like, what you're working towards in the end. So, like, set that goal, but then set the smaller steps towards it. Because at least when you fail, you're going to be way more inclined to get back up and try again, just simply because you have that goal in mind. Like, even better, write it down somewhere. That's what I do. And after I started doing that, it's made a big difference. I promise it has. That's the reason that I'm making these videos, is because I wrote down and I was like, bro, you need to start putting these damn videos out, because like, if I don't just start, I'm always going to wake up every morning and be like, maybe I'll do it today. And then I know freaking damn well that I'm not going to do it today. So you have to write it down and just make yourself do it, no matter the cost, no matter how uncomfortable. And also, guys, I want to say, like, as generic as this sounds, or I don't know the word, but you've probably heard this before, is what I'm trying to say. You have to see the other side of a situation. And what I mean by that is, no matter how you're feeling, like, emotionally, you just have to push through and, like, don't think about, like, let's say you're sad, or you're, like, feeling down because something happened. Don't let that feeling completely take over. Just sit there for a minute. Just, like, close your eyes and just picture, like, your end goal, and this is only going to make you stronger. So basically what I'm trying to say is, again, like, coming back to the point of, take everything negative that's happened to you and just use it to grow and learn. And then ultimately, when that's how you're seeing the world, like, when that's your perspective, you can never lose again. Because when you lose, or when you fail, you're still winning, because you're taking it and you're making yourself freaking stronger. So you can never truly lose. The only way to lose is if one day you're finally like, that's it, like, I'm done trying. Otherwise, you can take all the losses and make them into one massive victory. And basically, that's what your end goal is. And then when you reach that, even if it seems impossible, you're going to reach it. And then when you reach that, you're going to set a bigger goal. It's an endless cycle, but it's going to lead to a very fulfilling life. And, I'm just saying all this off the top of my head. I don't have a script or anything. These are things that have just been on my mind and things that I've learned. And I'm sure a lot of you can relate to most of this. And I know nowadays a lot of people are, like, even what I'm doing, like, some people want to start things, but they just don't do it because, like, it's so saturated. Like, all these e-commerce businesses, all the YouTubers, all the fitness influencers, there's just so many of them. And I'm trying to be a little bit different than, like, the crowd, because if I were to just do the same thing that everybody else is doing, yeah, I'd probably gain a little bit of a following, but I'm not going to stand out. Like, I'm just going to be another influencer, and I want to be a little bit different, so that people can, like, come to me and, I have a little something different than the rest of the crowd and the rest of the YouTubers, the rest of the influencers. Like, I'm actually speaking on things that I think need to be spoken about, because a lot of people don't talk about this. Um, a lot of people just, like shove it down and it's like whatever, But I'm trying to help you guys out and myself out at the same time, because speaking on this is helping me to like solidify it more and believe it more, because it is true. Everything that I'm saying is true. And ultimately, in the end, man, I know all of us, everybody who's seeing this video, hopefully it's a lot of people for this one. I hope that out of all of my videos that I posted so far, that this is the one that gets the most views. And I think it will. I'm going to manifest that. I think this is going to get the most views so far. I hope that everybody watching this, that this did something for you, and that you're going to take it and use it and apply it to your life. And hopefully it'll open something in your mind to make you realize, stop sitting around and waiting, because nothing is going to happen. Like, nothing is ever going to come to you. Like, the only time something like that is going to happen is if you just get lucky as heck and you just win the lottery, like that's the only way that you're going to succeed. Like, that's the only, not even succeed, that's just luck. That's the only way that you're going to get a crap load of money without even doing anything. Otherwise, you just need to get the willpower right now to just get up, and whatever you've been wanting to do, just do it. It doesn't matter what anybody says, what anybody thinks. If they don't support you, then they're not real ones and they're not with you till the end. So, and this is also how you're going to find out in your life who really wants to see you succeed, because a lot of people want to see you do good until you're doing better than them. And not to say, like, not to put anybody down. Like, I'm not even, I'm a small YouTuber right now, like, but I'm just saying for future reference, like, this has been seen by like so many successful people, like people start to get jealous. People who they haven't even seen in years come back around and they're like, hey, what's up, man? And it's like, dude, like, get out of here, bro. You didn't even support me in my journey. And so, anyways, I'm kind of just rambling now, but that all kind of just rounds back to, like, stop caring what anybody thinks. Take the failures as lessons, and you have to keep moving forward. That's, like, once you really have those set in your mind, nothing's going to stop you. Remember that every failure or every loss ultimately is not actually a loss. It's actually a victory, because you get to learn from it and improve and be stronger and better. So if that's how your mindset is, I promise you're going to make it. So every single one of you out there, I wish you luck, and I'll see y'all again in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Peace out, guys.